Hello, my name is Linda Castro. Today I will be persuading you into deleting your social media to improve your mental health. A wise person once said that comparison is the thief of joy, and I feel like that perfectly sums up as to why social media affects your mental health so much. Today I will be discussing 3 areas about social media: the effects of social media, the causes of those effects, and the difference after deleting your social media. The effects of social media. Social media has been shown to have a great effect on our own self-esteem, even causing severe cases such as eating disorders and body dysmorphia. One of these disorders was reported by Natalie Berry and her other co-authors on Eating Disorders Review on October 2021. They reported about a young 14-year-old girl who had consumed a lot of dance videos on TikTok and had compared herself so much that during the pandemic she developed an eating disorder that greatly affected her life. Social media also has a great effect on relationships. Things like cheating, phone addiction, and bad communication is affected by social media and addiction. We also feel very stressed out and worried, and it affects our mental health, not just our self-esteem, but our mental health in general, with things like overthinking, believing falsehoods from things like misinformation spread on social media, and that is generally the media that we consume. Adrica Psychiatrica Scandinavia reported that we feel spikes in dopamine when we get things like likes and followers, but we also feel very depressed when we don't get likes or when we consume bad social media, which means things like current news or things that could make you sad. It greatly affects our mood in the long run. Now that I've talked about the effects of social media, I'll talk about what causes these negative effects. Social media has been shown to promote an unrealistic beauty standard that we find ourselves comparing ourselves to. Like I said before, the 14-year-old girl that had compared herself to these women. Things like what you can see right here. Women that look like this, or in reality look like this, and it's not realistic. It's been shown also that social media has a sort of pretty algorithm. TikTok is one of these platforms that have been reported that we are more prone to be shown people who are considered pretty by the algorithm, so that we get more addicted or we are more prone to compare ourselves to. There's also a lot of falsehood spread on this platform. This could be anything from misinformation about COVID-19 to cyberbullying, because cyberbullying, in the end of the day, is rumors spread online about a person, and it's even gotten so bad that StopBullying.gov has reported in 2019 that around 16% of high schoolers are affected by cyberbullying all across the nation. Social media also causes addiction and trust issues in relationships due to these algorithms. So Sexuality and Culture in June of 2021 by Shelby Hudgens and her other co-authors have reported that even with starting off with a relationship that had already had trust issues in the past, social media has still been a very big contributing factor into relationship termination at the end of the day. Now, after deleting social media, there has been, across all these studies that I've come across in peer-reviewed articles and news articles, I've found that there is a reoccurring pattern that everyone says that after deleting social media, they found themselves improving their conversational skills, their relationships in their life, improved mental health, moods, and self-esteem all throughout the board. The HuffPost reported on April 7th, 2021, that of a handful of all these experiences, all reporting that they have bettered something about themselves that they feel really grateful for after deleting social media. And my personal experience, deleting social media, I felt that I was trapped by social media. I felt very ugly, and I felt like I would compare myself to these women that I knew were edited or weren't natural all the time, but I felt myself thinking that I was very, very ugly. After I deleted social media, I improved my relationships with my family, with myself, with my friends, and I found myself finding new loves for things. I even found a new love for the gym, and I found out that I love being a buff woman. And I love going out and just seeing my muscles grow and me being a big burly woman, you know? And something that I never expected to happen. But it was amazing. I felt liberated. I felt like I didn't have an increased suspicion of anything. I just felt so free. Now that I've talked about the effects of social media, the causes of those negative effects, and the difference after deleting social media, I hope that you can be in that position where you break that addiction from social media and find yourself a new hobby or something better to do than compare yourself to people on social media or just live your life through a phone. Because at the end of the day, comparison will always be the thief of joy. And here are all the references to everything that I have stated in the speech.